Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing? I just had to double check that I wasn't muted because I was just recording a video. Oh man. It's been crazy. And Tredian, we killed all the Heart Primals yesterday. Well, maybe not all of them. We killed the ones that were available, basically. It killed Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. We did all that stuff yesterday after Odin. Avatar Blade, what's up? Odin Ving, what's up? Blood Dracula, what is up, dude? Hopefully you're all doing good. Kagrin, shields up. Blaze King Black. Pavan, what is up, everyone? I am in the most chill mood imaginable. I just recorded like half an hour video talking about my thoughts on Fire Emblem Three Houses. We'll probably post that video either later today or tomorrow, because I still have to go get some gameplay to accompany that. Did they start off bad, Blaze King Black? What's going on? How far was it after you left? Kagrin, I played, at this point I've played about 8 hours of the game. And I've done about 4 battles. I don't know how you can play 8 hours of Fire Emblem and only do 4 battles, but I did it. Oh my god, dude. All I see on TV at the moment is all I need is hair smoother. Yeah, you don't have any hair, Pavan. See, I still have some. I'm not bald like you. Not yet. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, though. I'll get there real soon. Sounds almost like Persona 5. Blood Dracula, you wouldn't believe how right you are. Because basically, one of the things that we were talking about yesterday is precisely that. This is like Fire Emblem crossover with Persona. It has so much in common with Persona. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just has a lot of stuff in common with Persona. I just still think that all of that exploration stuff with the... all of the exploration stuff on the church monastery, I don't know, I find that to be meh. Meh. You're starting from the other side? What other side, Tredian? You gonna play the Blue Lions? Because that's the only other faction. If you tell me that you're playing the Golden Deer, everybody's gonna point and laugh. Nobody plays the Golden Deer. Hey, Cosboss96, what's up? So, I think I want to focus, because due to the fact that I'm super tired, probably going to focus mostly on whatever we got to do to advance the MSQ. Boom. Gonna swap into that screen. We should be golden. We gotta go kill 2 marbles. Marbles! Also today, I actually watched the video recounting the story of 1.0. And... it puts so much more depth into the Gaius Balzer character. Because Darth Vader, by the way, and there's more Darth Vader references in there, even in 1.0. Because I kind of felt like the way things ended off doesn't really do that character justice. I was even like, what do you mean you didn't want it to do this? When the big explosion happened, I was just like, what do you mean you didn't want it to do this? Your fucking faction blew up the world with the Moon of Dalamud and fucking Bahamut, and just like, you broke everything. Now you're concerned about this little explosion? And it made much more sense now that I understand that he actually doesn't want that. So, yeah. Guy's balls? No, did I say Guy's balls? I meant to say Guy's Balzer. Balzar. Balls. I just realized, a while back, I realized that we used to have this this product, which was called Balzac with a Z. In Portugal, it was like this really stretchy ball that you could use to, like, you know, to play ball with. You know, as I grew older, I was just like, dude, that thing is totally called Balzac with a Z. What the fuck? Balzac with a Z, man. Already the Adventurers Guild has marked the completion of their request for aid and honors your service. Already the toll buzzes would talk of your valiant excursion into the Tangle. Not a few adventurers have chosen to help on the frontier. Know that the Scions will hear of your success. Are both of my rings? One is 120. Oh no, this is the bracelet. Okay, never mind then. Just give me the money then. Show me the money. Answering the call. When a man like Laughborn thinks well of you, you are wont to find yourself performing a dangerous and unpleasant task in short order. Forgot to mention before, I received word from the guild that they've seen more adventurers take up job requests in the last few days than in the past moon. But of course, one good turn leads to another, we hope. There's a job that might be too much for those who have expressed an interest. We'd like you to handle this one before an unprepared adventurer meets an untimely end. We received word from a scouting party we sent to the Singing Shards that a group of Hapolits is making passage impossible. Someone needs to take care of them so the scouts can make progress. Not that I have no faith in the other volunteers, but I suspect few of them has stood against a Hapolit. Ignominy isn't something we can afford at present. We have appearances to keep if we are to maintain our growth. After all, a seasoned adventurer like you ought to know that a bad reputation is like a bad breath. No one will ever speak frankly of what ails you. Not sure what you're talking about. Someone stinks. I'll be sure to let them know. I'll be like, man, your breath smells like shit. It's like straight up to their fucking face. To their face! In the face! Because that's how you deal with such things. Answering the call. Shields up, Dark Hero. You gonna try to unlock the raids today? I only have one thing to unlock. Right? I don't think I have to do much else to... No, I already unlocked the Coils of Bahamut yesterday. So I just gotta unlock the Crystal Tower. What level do you get mount in this game? Depends. It's not by levels, it's by progression of your main scenario quest. So it depends on how fast you do your scenario quests. But let's just say if you were doing everything perfectly and you did not have a massive XP boost like I do, then it should be around level 20. You get your mount. And then at around level 30 or something, you get to make it a combat mount, which is what I have, which basically becomes a pet. I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. What do I owe the honor of this visit? I don't actually know. What are we talking about? If you were directed here, you say, by a man clad in a foreign garb, while the opportunity you spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am sure, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An prepared, incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey with Thal's balls. Sullen Halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Sure. Ruri's game is so different from mine. Mine has no dialogues. You skip through everything. I rather you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now the first. Ruri, I thought it was you. Sid, what brings you to St. Coinax? Don't tell me the Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insufferable foe. Yes? No? See, you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Ruri. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of Saint Koinak are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. But I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the ultimate weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero told Skyva a simple woke it. I mentioned this by way of a reminder that you have had one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. So this is the quest for the Crystal Tower, right? Any chance of FE stream later tonight? Probably not. I want to focus on Final Fantasy XIV. Here in Mardona, there stands an entire elegant structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon in the Lesser Moon Dalamud before it, seems wise to treat any remnants of that from that area with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. Ooh. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. Now stands revealed in all its splendor a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take form of statues, carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The Eighth Sentinels, as the Sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we have to overcome. Why can't we just fly over it? Use the Enterprise, fly over it. Oh, wow! Okay, game, stop reading my mind. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you said? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. I love the fact that they actually thought that most people were going to be wondering, why can't we just fucking fly over it? That was actually fucking brilliant. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Ruri, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I don't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. I'm wondering if I want to keep following this quest line just now. I mean, I am close enough, so I might as well. But I don't want to lose track of focusing on the MSQ. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analyses, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap, I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, I would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals required. Pray make for Lenosia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamaru mines are located. Are these instances? You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended, whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions. I shall leave to your discretion, but whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. Okay, there is one thing that is really bothering me with the targeting system. And I need to figure out a way to frickin' deal with it. The fact that whenever I press down or up, it targets my character. I don't want it to target my character. I only want it to target other characters. Control settings, target. Yeah, I'm not sure that you can do that. Filters, enable target cycling, pets, all enemies, aggroing signs. All enemies, duty-specific enemies, aggroing enemies. Damn it. Doesn't look like I can do anything about it. I just gotta avoid pressing that button. Oh, there's a fate. How convenient. We completed the fate, and we completed... Wow, that was perfect. That was exactly what we needed. So I take it today's patch, they gave a lot of people a lot of nice changes, because everybody seems to be super excited about it. I've also heard Kurupeku talking about that stuff. Jiren Kurupeku is like, oh, hells yeah, my fucking punch waifu. Well, Ninja probably didn't need buffs anyway. You return and looking none the worse for wear, I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The 7th Dawn is abuzz with talk of your deeds. We already signed up a score or more to answer further requests from the guild. Revenant's toll grows and prospers to the benefit of the guild and the scions. Did I not tell you there is much magic in being prepared? This is another bracelet. We don't need that. Just give me the money. You're gonna carry that. Wow, this was gonna be the next sword that I was gonna have. Slaftborn seems intent on putting you to work yet again. A buffalo calf. I can't tell you how grateful we all are to have you here now more than ever. We have a major crisis on our hands, you see, one which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. I'm sorry, Rory, if you've made any other plans, you'll just have to cancel them. You honestly believe me, didn't you? Well, I mean, it is true. Such a thing as being too long-suffering, you know? I fear we may have overdone it with the errands. You've overdone it with the errands, motherfucker? You think you've overdone it with the errands? No. No. I don't agree at all. I think you're just getting started. Anyway, your work here is done for the time being, at least. Master Alphino has sent word that you are to report to him in the Waking Sands. Pray return to the Waking Sands. I will kill you. I will hurt you. The big smile on my face. I will hurt you, and I will laugh while I'm doing it. Oops, teleport to the wrong place. It's the filthy potatoes and Ulda that won't put an Aetheryte in the Waking Sands. I mean, the Syndicate is probably led by an elf. It sounds like an elfish thing to do. Who's the leader of the Syndicate? Hey, Zoodude. Question's going all right. No, it's not. Now, who's the leader? I just need to know who's the leader. No, they can't all be dwarves. I don't believe you. All tater tots. I don't believe you. Who is the leader of the Syndicate? Take me to your leader. Pray. Pray. Return to the what Waking Sands. Waking Sands. Alleghi ad alleghi. A potato. Oh man. Ah, Rory, you've returned. I trust they kept you busy in Revenant's Toll. No. We have had nary a moment's rest since you departed. Despite our best efforts, we've begun to fall behind. No matter, we shall soon make up the lost ground with you here to help us. Now, there are a number of packages which must needs to be delivered to the Revenant's Soul as a matter of urgency. Don't give me that long-suffering look. Fuck you, Alphino! What have you done? What have you sacrificed? That's what I'm gonna do. Whenever I find a player that has used the skip potion, I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna be just like the fucking Illidari. I sacrificed everything! What have you given? I only require that you take them upstairs to Tataro. She will handle the rest. The packages are scattered about the halls, but each is clearly labeled. You should have a little trouble finding them. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh my god. Dude, seriously? Fucking seriously? I mean, come on. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. We come back to the Waking Sands and it's like, fetch my box, manservant. Fuck you, Alphino. I just want you to know, I never fucking like you. You pointy-eared bastard. Like, I mean, come on. I'm the guy who took out the ultimate weapon. Manservant? I want to kill Alphino. Better yet, I'm gonna skin his sister in front of him. the hell, dude? Get the packages. Why did you spread them around on purpose? So that I was forced to pick them up? Is that what you did? Last week's news, you're not hot shit anymore. Oh, I see how it is. And then he puts one in the fucking solar. How far did you get in on your videos for Persona? I think the videos end before you go into the palace of the guy who's got a fly's head. I think. It's gonna be interesting seeing you grow to blue. I don't know what that means. That word doesn't mean anything to me. PV punk. What? Anyway. So now I give him the Totoro. It's just, I think the worst part is that they are self-aware that these quests are not great. At this rate, we'll never get to Revenant's Toll. Take that. Bless your heart, I had completely forgot about those. Let me check the labels against my list. Oh, these are the last ones. Think the 12, it's almost... Oh dear, I did contact the courier, didn't I? Let me guess. I'm taking the boxes. Totoro, before you make your next request, I just want to let you know, you're so tiny, I could crush your skull with my bare hands. Okay? Now make your request. Totoro regards you with grim countenance, whatever could the matter be. Preparing for the move has taken a terrible toll on everyone's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food or drink. Never mind rest, some have been too busy to visit the privy for God's sake. I try to lift their spirits, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given that nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy will persuade them to rest, my only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it with a special tonic proven to revive flagging spirits. For that I require Highland tea leaves. And the one merchant I know who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvesting them myself isn't an option either, as the plant only grows in Kurthus and I'm in no position to leave the Waking Sands at present. But you are... Of course I am. I mean, what else would I be doing, really? Other than going to Kurthus, Central Highland. Picking up fucking tea leaves. What else would I be doing? Now there's a face I shan't soon forget, not after all the chaos you left in your wake. 'Twas for the best, of course, but still. Totoro sent you in search of Highland tea leaves? Ah, had you come but a few bells sooner, I'd have given you my remaining supply. Alas, you did not, and now I have none. Where did I acquire my stock? Emmanuel, or else he sells more than wines and spirits, after all. The runaround. The runaround. A real man makes tea before his enemies. As ever, it is a pleasure to serve such an esteemed personage as yourself. Alas, I cannot furnish you with that which I do not have. I know not when my next shipment will arrive, but I fear it will not be soon. Assuming you cannot afford to wait, might I humbly suggest you consider harvesting the leaves yourself. If you travel the Boulder Downs and scour the riverbanks, you will have no trouble finding the plants. The real challenge will be keeping the local fauna at bay. Oh no, that's not a challenge at all. There's a lot of quests in here. Oh, it's all the same thing. Is this Levs? Yeah, Levs of the Observatorium. All of these are Levs. So all I gotta do is pick up that stuff. By the way, my voice is going. I don't know why. I don't think I have a cold, but my throat does hurt. I think it's because I've been reading so many quests on live stream. I actually suspect it's because of that, because speaking in English does put a toll on my voice. But I'm gonna continue to do it until I have no voice. At which point I'll stop reading quests. I'll just continue live streaming, talk with you guys, and I won't read the quests out loud. Snow elves were your favorite. I mean, I've come to the conclusion that I can't hate all of the elves in this game, simply because otherwise I'm probably not going to enjoy Heavensward, since everybody's been telling me, oh dude, Heavensward's just like fucking Elf Town. So I gotta get over my elf hatred if I want to continue playing Final Fantasy XIV and have at least a modicum of fun. Heavensward has the best in slot elves. What are these relics that you guys are talking about? I mean, I assume there wouldn't be relics for... See what I mean? I keep targeting my character for whatever reason. Oh wait, I think I know what's going on. Do I have... Son of a bitch. I have the S4 windows. That's probably what's causing that. Because I was like, that didn't happen when I was using my DualShock 4. You get a base and then build it up a tree until it glows and looks cool. Is that Heavensward? It's in Reborn 2. Just gonna mod your ass Cosmos there. Now you can post links all you want. Use your power responsibly. Should you be found wanting, I shall take it away. The Paladin? Oh, wait, what? What's this? What is this thing? I need it. What is this thing? I need it really bad. I need this. How do I... Is it... Just one thing, though. Is it relevant in Shadowbringers? Well, I mean, I guess you can always transmog it. Only as glam. Yeah. That looks badass. Yeah, dude. You guys know I did that stuff in World of Warcraft. I had the Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Did you say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Yeah, I did the quest for getting Thunder Fury. It was one of the things that I really liked in World of Warcraft, was having that sword. Unfortunately, you couldn't really transmog it. Everyone knows I had that. Yeah. As they fucking should. As they fucking should. Do you understand me? Everybody should fucking know I had it. Went through a great deal of trouble to get that shit. Have any idea how many months I farmed? It's probably easier to get nowadays, I imagine, because Blizzard made everything fucking casual mode engaged. With the exception of Titan Forging, because RNG is fucking amazing. So Titan Forging, man. All about that Titan Forge. Yeah, I know it's time for Waking Sands. I'm just waiting on my cooldown. 10 seconds and I'll be able to teleport. So I'm just wandering around while that thing goes. Giant reader. Does he actually know how to read, though? That's an interesting little structure. Lemza Lomenza. Wonder when they'll start selling better chances for Titan Forging. I'll just flat out sell you the Titan Forge thing. It's just like, buy this thing, Titan Forge it. 10 euros. Buy this thing and Titan Forge it. Like a fucking boss. Blizzard went from like fucking the top level of Coruscant to the cantina at Mos Eisley. That's what Blizzard is nowadays, the cantina at Mos Eisley. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. Good point. Which Blizzard also has good music, if you remember yourself. Particularly like Star Wars sound. Star Wars. What was it called again? Fucking StarCraft. I'm at my wit's end, Rory. This tonic is the Scion's only hope. Without it, I don't know what will become of us. Please, you have to find those leaves. Here you go, bitch. You brought them, you really brought them. Thank you so much. There's no time to waste. I shall begin brewing without delay. A dollop of honey, a fresh sprig of mint, aloe extract, a tincture of tea, but no more than a hint. To bouillon my beloved bio, nix eyes and flan fresh, ground to a paste. Flesh. Oh, grateful for a gasp, the news. I knew there was something I'd forgotten to mention. Ill tidings, Rui, as ill can be, another crisis in the making. No. I don't believe you. Hey, Prozino, what's up? Though you would not have thought it possible, Tatro has somehow managed to adopt... Wait, I forgot something. Shoot. Okay, we're still good. Gotta make sure that I don't go overboard on my tickets there. Guys, what should I buy with my company tickets? You gotta help me out with that, because I'm gonna have to spend some soon. Though you would not have thought it possible, Tatro has somehow managed to adopt a continent some over than before. Messenger from Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while we were in Kurthus. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the XIV summoned Garuda again? Mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the shroud. Whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. I'll go ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Promotion. You buy your way into ranking up? Oh damn, you're playing this on console? No, PC with controller. Using an Xbox controller right now. I would prefer my DualShock, but... It's like I'm trying to justify the existence of this controller to myself. Like, I don't know why I have one. I guess it's because I also have an Xbox that I never use. So it's like... I gotta do something with it, I guess. The latest relic. This is not a paladin relic, though. Can I still get it? Or is it a paladin relic? I don't know, but this looks badass. I'd rather it be red, but it's blue. Whatever. That is paladin? Oh, nice. Fuck it, play with a GameCube controller. No. No thanks. Take a hard pass on that. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal or an entity resembling one has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Rui. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicion, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one we are quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianjay say, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. I had hoped the Mughals guard beyond such folly. Moggles guard. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hilawa. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's... Dude, stop that. Pray hasten to Gridania, Rui. Ida and Papalamo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. What's this? Let's have a look at this one. Damn. Don't like it. It's pink. It's pink. I don't like it. Yeah. Call it whatever makes you feel good, Zethus. Whatever makes you feel good, dude. That's pink. And it's not salmon. It's not darkness violet. It's fucking pink. Accept it. And make no mistake, I don't give a damn about pink or not. I just don't like the color pink. It could be the same thing if I didn't like the color yellow. It's not because it's pink, it's because I don't like it. Oh, mount unavailable in this location. Pink. No, this one's actually not pink. This one's red. The pinkish hue is because it's in a blue background. Its manufacturer is purple. Yeah, right. That was the same conversation my wife and my mother were giving me. It's not pink, it's salmon. I almost wanted to slap them in the face with a salmon, like, whoosh, this is salmon! Here's your salmon. You want that grilled? This is for the EX primals, so I just want to get that out of the quest log if I can. Might I deduce from your certain expression that you have heard of a disturbing news? Igaru returns once more to plague our nightmares. This incarnation of the lady is more tempestuous than aught we have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to face this whirling storm, then I will brief you on what must be done. What's this? Money, please. High elixir. Restores up to the... restore 600 MP. The contents of this file will restore a sizable amount of MP, sizable amount of HP. I don't know, dude. Give me that, I guess. Pleasure to see you as always, Rui. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. It's possibly a primal. What is this? Ooh, Darksteel Scootin. Sucks. Hail to the king, Kupu. Who do I gotta talk to about the primal, though? Did I lose that quest? God, it's so much. The Weaponsmith of Legend. I also have to do this. It's definitely Pirates, Wrath of Karn, Maniac Matter, King of the Whole. Whatever. People wanted me to show you this. Morbid Mogblade. Why? It's ugly. Oh, it's got a Moogle. Or Moggle, whatever it's called. Still ugly. Don't like it. Hail to the King Kupu. Vorsail Hilwa wishes to brief you on the latest crisis in Gridania. Long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seats here. Spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelves Wood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs and would have you reprise your role in dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He awaits you at the Elder Seats here at Lotus Stand. Okay. Wait, you still want more? Okay. According to the report of one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with but a gesture of her taloned hand. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers and scattering their broken bodies like dolls. By all accounts, it appears that the Lady of the Vortex has grown stronger with this summoning. She must be stopped before the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. As you might imagine, the Ixal, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops in every front. We have not the soldiers. Of course you don't. Thus I send word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope for freeing Gridania of this rampaging fiend. I ask that you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Ixali lands, wouldn't you agree? Though I imagine the Birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystalline debasement. Oh, really? Okay, it's still the surest means of entry, so this should just unlock it, right? Oh, it didn't unlock it. I still have to go to the Aetheryte. Okay. Okay. Let's go meet Kupu. Kupu. Miss Callisto! What's up? I'm super sleepy today. Bum 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 bum. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? It has nothing to do with the fact that we played Fire Emblem Three Houses for 6 hours yesterday, guys, or the fact that I drove to the airport shortly after that. This is the main quest, Gifts Work. I'm also doing some side quests along the way. I'm just doing the main quests of Final Fantasy XIV, Miss Callisto. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Koop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea of what you're talking about? Be quiet this instance. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Marie, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog the 12th has returned to Eorzea. Curious thing to hear, I know. Truth tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure of history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontent and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for poor Mughals. So God, King Mughal Mog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of men would suffice, he said, so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mogul Mog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do. We had a rope, you see, the longest one ever... They had a rope to come from the heavens to the realm of men. A rope. The longest one ever woven, this he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land, Kupo, all of us except good King Mughal Mog XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone will remain in the heavens so that Mughal kind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea. Problem, Amita, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mogul Mog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Mughals with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so a drastic measure? Might that not itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. So they're trying to summon their god to be one of those chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem like a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals' guard are afraid that tomorrow of what tomorrow will bring, and that may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. And I actually need crystals. That's the worst part. Like, we need those crystals for the Crystal Tower stuff. I assure you, the Mughals' guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of the good King Mogul Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love. They've started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. I found it interesting that in this world, if you have enough crystals and enough faith, you can just will something into existence. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughal kind but to Gridania as a whole. Thus we beseech you, Ruri, confront good King Mughal... I don't know if I should say Mughal or Mogul. Mogul Mog XII, and drive him from our midst. So basically kill him, is what she's saying. She's like, beat the ever-living snot out of this god. Not a problem. The sanctuary of the Mogul's guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumi Yan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight as to how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel before you proceed any further. Look at the Mughal shaking its ass. Speak to the brother Isumiya. Nofika's altar. How are you getting dinner started at 5 p.m., Pavan? How does that even work? Can someone get my dinner started at 5 p.m.? So early. It's not 6 p.m. Don't lie. Don't give me your fake time zone. I know it's not 6 p.m. Why you always lying? You don't cook, Fate? I mean, come on, you gotta know how to cook. So Muse does the cooking? This does not seem like a good, fair arrangement. What guild is this? Conjurer's Guild or something? Probably. Welcome, Rory. That you should be the one to face good King Moggle Mog 12 is great comfort to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moggles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. I am ready to seek the king. What happened? Her idea of cooking is putting cold hot dogs on a plate. Dude, if I spoke about my wife like that, I would speak about my wife like that. One night in Amdapur. What's this? This is not related to the MSQ, by the way. Elders County Center. The youngest is pair of running 7 currents of water and elementals. These dark stern. AC's getting a little bit too aggressive. Seal to wake of his demise. Alas, the 12's wood has been out of balance since the calamity. So riotous has its aspect become that the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the forest surrounding the city began to wither and die. We would enjoy to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder normally, but we do not live in normal times. Ruri, the company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you assent, for the need is great. Now, go now to seat here, run his... Okay, yeah, sure. Unfold you the secrets of good King Moggle Mog 12's magical defenses.
So grossly incandescent.
Parish Darkstone, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. Lords barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified to use enchantment. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Koplo Kop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moggles guard themselves. Yet, wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to get entry to the King's sanctum. Alas, I've been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer for fear that the Moggles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Koplo Koop's keystones go to him and beg his assistance. He waits you at Whetstone Pier, impress upon him our great need, and I'm certain he will yield. He's not gonna yield. He's gonna tell us, oh no, we gotta find another way. I have an idea. Let's try this. I find it interesting that these elves have a realm that seems very much dwarven-like. The dwarves are the one who kind of live inside the mountains. Oh, well, that's a tree, I guess. It's not really a mountain. Never mind. QQY, Ruri's Twitch ignores me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Gift's work? I didn't ignore anything. You gotta be very careful with me today, because I'm extremely sleep deprived, and Sometimes you might say things and I'm not going to understand them. We have Dark Souls emotes, but no Sif. Is that what we need? We need a Sif next? I mean, here's the deal. We are at 124 out of 175 points. When we get to 175 points, I can commission another emote, and we can have a Sif emote if that's what you guys want. We need a canned potatoes. It's the potato emote for Lalafell. We might have to do a vote. Sif is a good boy. Sometimes. A stew emote? Really? But first make this stew. We already have a chef. Should have just used the chef emote whenever they told me to make a stew. Dude, seriously, this is their stance? Do they just have really large testicles? And they need a stance like they need to be like that? Otherwise it's uncomfortable? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. These dudes just have balls that are the size of coconuts. And they need to stand like that, because otherwise they'll crush them. I wonder what the anti-man-spreading chair lady thinks about that. Coconuts. Rory, are you ready for the soon-to-come greatness of Monster Hunter World? I'm more than ready. Assuming you're talking about Iceborne. So, will you do it, Kupo? Oh, we told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to the Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Oh, wow. He didn't give me the runaround. I am surprised. I was expecting him to say, oh no, we gotta figure out this other way. Surely there's another way. You dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning and I won't allow it. Okay. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied no matter how many crystals you bring him. Whoa! We offered you a choice and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this hire. Imperials, Gridanians, Sylves, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kinsmuggles, he plots treason against the crown. Enough. Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as all who defy the will of good King Moggle Mog 12, may he reign forevermore, Kupo. Are they slowly retreating? The Moggle Mafia. The king is planning to purge the 12's wood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. I guess I'm killing him. Guess I'll put a bullet in his head. Bang, bang! The entrance to Thorn March is deep within the Bramble Patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward, but be warned, the Muggle's Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me. Escort Koplo Kop safely through the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, we'll return to Sweet Bloom Pier, where you may rendezvous with him before trying again. Alright. An escort quest. Oh, wait. Malevolent fungi. some reason that thing was turned off. Oh yeah, I did the sync mission. That would explain it. It's treason then. Don't leave me, Kupo. I didn't go that far. Stay close. First it's don't leave me, now it's hurry. You want to make up your mind, Sonny Jim? How dare you say faster? Damn, right, I didn't know you were a fan of Divinity, except for Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know, we haven't seen any gameplay. Not to mention, I didn't really play as much of Divinity as I would like to. Is that a Levmet? It's a Levmet, right? Jesus Christ, if they make me go back and do this whole thing all over again. If I mount, is he gonna move faster? Hurry, hurry, he says. Wait a minute, where the fuck am I even going? Wait. Shit. They'll never see me coming from this angle. This is a genius plan. You just don't understand my genius. Let's go, Kupo. Dude, we're gonna avoid most of the enemies because we're not taking the quest path. It's perfect. This was my plan all along, I swear. No! I can't take this. Don't worry about it. Don't let them hurt me, Kupo. I would never. You've been had. Abort, abort. No, I haven't. That never happened. Don't let that treant see you, Kupo. This way. Trust me. I know the way. Oh, these aren't actually aggressive. But these are. He still did the bad brat. You some bitch. How dare you? Stop that. Yusa said Yusa people gonna die? Now we got this, brosif. Let's go. You go over there and you turn that key. Did he get paralyzed? Like, bzz, There we go, the barrier threshold. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, 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 yeah. Oh, I have to click it. Ready to face the king, Kupo? Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetheryte. And now what? Duty finder? Duty finder? Rest is up to you. Now go and teach those foolish Mughals a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Thorn March hard. Hard. Thorn March hard. Alrighty. What is this? Is this 8 player? 4 player? Eight player. Alrighty then. I'm gonna start inviting anybody in my friends list. If you're up for this, just accept. Bam. 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 Press X on my name. It'll show them online. Bam. Okay, everybody else is either not here or whatever. So, let's go ahead and get it on. Oh, Mara, I didn't see you. Give me a second. You were offline, though, weren't you? Ha! Okay, we got Mara as well. That's 6 of us. They changed the party interface. Looks different. Thorn March. Hard. Only attack the king when all ads are dead, or it's a wipe. But I want to attack the king. We're just missing one healer. Oh wow, that's like an army of Mughals. Kupo. Try that I invited you. I did invite you. Did you get your code, Dark Hero? You're good, dude. didn't cancel the invite. Meddling adventurer, I'd wager. Moogles guard arms! Defend the King Kupol. Either I'm lagging or I don't know. On the swipe. Well, they're getting knocked out. We're actually not killing them. No way, is this March of the Murlocs? Uh-oh. This is gonna be one big fat Moogle. Shall suffer for your transgressions against my subjects. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I'd like to say I have an idea of what's happening, but I really don't. Pair of mortal mog knives. Basically, as Moogle Memento does more damage depending on how many Moogles are around. Oh, okay. Mortal mog knives. You did it, Kupo. You did it, good King Moggle Mog 12. May his mighty soul rest in peace is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moggle's guard when you did. Thank you, Ruri. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pukni Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She is with Raya O at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. Alrighty. Try that on, Ruri. Mog fork? How do I... Okay, try on. What the hell? Let's see the stuff that you got. I don't have as much of a background with the Mughals, so I guess I don't have as strong feelings as most people probably have about that. It was a funny encounter. So I don't know when the next 8-player quest is, but I'm gonna keep doing MSQs. I'll let you guys know when the next thing comes up. Do you want a chocobo armor? Chocobo armor. Depends on how the chocobo looks with the armor, considering it's all cosmetic. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moggle Mog 12, may his magnificent virtue so irresistible as all, has fallen? Yeah, he's dead. All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo, and I sense Raya O wishes to congratulate you as well. Shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. No, Kegrin got it, Dark Hero. Oh, she wants to talk to me about another quest. The city is all that remains of the advanced magical civilization of the 5th Astral Era. No records survive of how the city met its end, but the elementals tell us all was undone by what the Great One calls an unclean presence. I fear that my brother's senses is this very thing, its satedness drained away after so many centuries. If it hungers for another city to slake its thirst on. I'll take it from here, sister. There you are, brother. Why must you dawdle so and leave the tedious explanations to me? Now convey all you felt to this artful adventurer. Such a pain, as a bumbling rustic, but I assure you I am nothing of the sort. I'm simply attuned to something greater, which brings us to that darkness stirring in Amdapur behind the barrier. Something has kindled there, and daily it grows, and how distant the elementals are. I've not seen the like of it. They show me what feels like awakening and nightmares. I fear this calls for a more prosaic sensing than that of my rare gift. Some disaster slouches towards us. Might you discover the source of these dark visions and nip it in the bud. You're our best hope, Ruri. Surely you can find the will to journey to Amdapur. You will find a wood whaler by the name of Alphine keeping vigil at the barrier. Don't worry about returning here to tell us of your findings. Elementals without us keep us appraised. Does this unlock something new? I mean, it will unlock when I eventually get there. Oh, Lika is here. Thank you. So how do I equip this? Let me see. saw him fall. Look, look. Yeah, you fell. You fucking fell. I saw it. See, this thing going around. That totally never happened to me. Never. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. Because that's what people do. They'll lie. Is it saddle? Wait, do I have to use this? It should be in your inventory, then go to companion menu. Okay, then I have to use this here first. Innocence barding. Bing! Let me see. Oh, whoa! Holy shit! That looks amazing! Oh, wow. Oh, he fell. Oh, there he is. He's got... No. Okay, let's do this. Oh, hell. Thank you. This thing looks awesome. Look at that. How do I hide the UI? What's the button for hiding the UI, you guys? It's like I have so many buttons coming up. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Dude, that looks really good. Look at him all armored up. Looks badass. It's like a Saint Seiya Chocobo. LB plus select. Thank you. Oh, no, that's way cooler. It's like he's got swords in the back there. Like, these are wings, but they look like they're bladed. They look like they could cut somebody. He looks really cool. And the golden wings? Dude, that is badass. I really appreciate that. Does that cost a lot of resources to craft? This thing looks awesome. I was about to say he's even moving faster, but no, that's because we're in the shroud and I already have like fast movement here. Don't look too close at that barding. It's spoilers. It's a drop from a Shadowbringer's boss. Oh. Wait. How does that work? You can give me a drop from a Shadowbringer's boss? I still don't have Shadowbringers. How can I equip something from Shadowbringers if I still don't have Shadowbringers? It's kind of weird. Because the content exists. Either way, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fate. Let's see. On the properties of Primals, Ryo sent a wish to congratulate you on your victory over Good King Mogulmok 12. Your bravery and service of the 12's Wood and her Mughals shall not be forgotten, Rui. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Which means go to New Gridania. Gridania. Look at my chocobo. My chocobo's amazing. It's a crafted item. Oh, okay. Still, it's fucking beautiful. I like it. Okay. Old Gridania. You've never heard the word barding, Dark Hero? Barthing is something that you would usually put on a horse in real world, naturally, and here it would be on a chocobo, but yeah. It's horse armor, barding. You're gonna give me the barding you have. Damn it, I didn't get to look at it. How'd you have 3 chocobos? I thought you could only have 1. Unless you have, like, specific chocobos from other mounts, I would imagine. Oh, it was the butterfly wings one? Well, then you guys made the right choice. I wouldn't want the butterfly wings one. I mean, I'd probably still take it, but this one looks way cooler. The Elder Seats here is expecting you, sir. Might I join you? Ruri, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious, thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised them instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was, in every respect, the same. Which means... Ashians, the whole business reeks of their handiwork. Popopo? They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Redania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all, how many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flame, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Ruri. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, milady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, milady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seats here, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. I can't believe they asked me to do that. The Arcanist's Guild. You need the Waking Sands emote? What would be the face that would better represent the Waking Sands? Would it be Totoro? You guys think it would be Totoro? The elf? What elf? Urianger? I think Totoro would best... Minfilia? The thing about Minfilia... like, now I'm talking about... like, just from a point of something being representative, right? I mean, look at Tataro's face. She's got a very distinctive hat, the feather, the face of a Lalafell. These are all very distinctive characteristics. Now, on the other hand, if you go to Minfilia, like, I'm not trying to insult the characters, right? But if you go to Minfilia, you'll notice that she is not a particularly distinctive personality, right? She's like blonde supermodel number 25. You know? Look at that. She's totally blonde supermodel number 25. That's just straight up. I'm not trying to denigrate the character. I'm trying to say that when you are trying to reduce something to the size of an emote, you're trying to reduce something to the size of an emote, you're looking for a character that is expressive, that has specific characteristics. And I just don't think that Minfilia would make a very good emote. Like, just because you put the Minfilia emote in there, most people would not understand that you're referring to the Waking Sands. On the other hand, if you put Tataro's face in there, everybody knows what you're talking about. Make it Urion J. I mean, Urion J just looks like a steampunk elf. Oh, so Totoro is going to move to the new headquarters? If you put a Chocobo's ass. No. I mean, look at Urion J. What does he look like? Steampunk elf. As a matter of fact, with that tribal tattoo, he looks like a surfer dude. It's like, yo, dudes, catch a wave, bro, yeah. Thus thou catcheth any waves? Tubular. If he talked like that, sold. Looks like the elf that wanted to be a Mechanicus had that. That's another thing I'm curious. That class with the guns, is he called a Machinist or a Machinist? How do you pronounce it? Is it Machinist or Machinist? Or do I have both of those wrong and it's something else? I was thinking about that earlier today for some strange reason. It's good to see you hale and healthy, Ruri. I received word from Ida and Papalamo that you had felled good King Mogul Moog 12, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the Beast Tribes and taught by the Ashians. Machinist. Okay. I thought it was Machinist. Like Machina. Just say the Bang Bang class. Bang Bang! Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seatser of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Ruri. The Gifted. The time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay, and Minfilia would appreciate you the final details of the move. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. But lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion we need for caution overrides all over concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and would have you remain with me until the end. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given to the care of Urion J. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhap it's best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urion J shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well, should they require our assistance, and I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urion J, would you inquire with him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Something important. Yeah, there's that small matter of the EX primals, but I guess that's optional, so we're not going to do that. We leave and he keeps this cool palace as his man cave. Dude, I could do so many things with a palace of this magnitude. Set up the Ironbreakers headquarters right here. Pretty friggin' sweet. Thou art ever welcome, Marie, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened and by concern of my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. You know, this is true. Now that you really think about this. This is true. Whenever you have to make like a move or something, you just want to get it done. You just want to like just put all my things in the new place and forget the old place ever existed. That is true. That is an interesting thing to contemplate. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Be not offended, Rui, thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach, despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories. Thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that same could be said of... Snox848, like AMD Reckless is saying, there is a free trial, so if you've never played the game before, you should try that. And I personally have played on PS4 before. I mean, you don't get as good performance on PC, but the performance is still pretty good. It is very much playable. I don't think I've ever had, like, frame drops to the point where I was like, can't even fucking play. No, it is, however, 30 FPS if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it runs on 60. It's been a while since I've played it on PS4. I have, however, played it remotely on PS4 through my phone the other day, and everything was fine. And that was playing remotely. So yeah, game runs fine on PS4. Again, it's just you're not going to have as good performance or as detailed visuals as I have on the PC. Doesn't the game have 4K resolution on PS4, though, if you got a Pro? I think it might actually have 4K as well. So yeah. Whence came that cry? The solar, 12 forfend the antecedent. Oh, it was Cosbos who said it. Sorry, my bad. Any more Fire Emblem today? Probably not, Sparser. I want to focus on Final Fantasy XIV, but I will have a Fire Emblem video up on the channel soon. If not today, then tomorrow. Ruri, you must... It's the echo. Pro Xeno, it looks just like it does on the PC, dude. Oh, you mean on 4K? Yeah, I imagine on 4K it wouldn't be as good. Tell me, Louisois, would you have done the same? Louisois Levelieu was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. La Habrea. No, wait. That one's white. An Ashian, here, how? How readily you see you are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you are not like the others, your robes. Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary, and like he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. Ihu, you speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You, what are? We're ready when you are, milady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. No! Totoro! Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, milady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected she lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception, thus that she perceive not. So it is all but a chosen few, even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing! The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our people, for we would be of one mind. I'll leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait! Stay where you are! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? That was a pretty brutal attack. I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, milady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white. Set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him or return every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. I mean, he already teleported away. Pray, attend me, Totoro. What do you mean, attend me? Attend me? Yeah, Cosbos, that's very much what it sounded like, that dirty little elf. He's like, come here, Totoro. I'm gonna tell you what I really like. I like potatoes. Taters, precious. Oh man, look at my badass chocobo. Can you dye the cloth, or is it always blue? Is the armor dyeable? The cloth on the chocobo. This. Can I paint that red? Well, there's an easy way to see. No, you can't dye it. It doesn't matter. Still looks amazing. And it matches my colors. Because I still can't dye my armor. My mighty steed. Search for white-robed Ashian. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. This is not the Ashian. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Or maybe it is him. Why does he have a different dialogue thing, though? No, he's not named Mercy Kagorn, he's still named Phoenix. And now he even has beautiful wings. Parada's piece. Goddamn toad. Remarkable, truly remarkable. Thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should have always been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Pray, return to the waking sands. Why does this area not have background music? See, I was scared that the armor that you were talking about was going to be something like this. Like this I don't like. This is ugly. Look at the horns you put on that poor creature. It's a friggin' behemoth mask. I don't like that at all. Arclight, that's behemoth. No! I don't believe you. The behemoth armor, you motherfucker, that is awesome. Kagran, please. Kagran, please. No, it really is. I'm not lying. You can't get the Final Fantasy 15 car anymore, can you? I like Final Fantasy 15. That was my favorite game of whatever year it was when that came out. It was 2015? 16? I don't remember. I think it was 16. Thank the gods you've returned, Rui. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus. Why are all the names in Final Fantasy XIV such a pain in the ass to pronounce? Elidibus. Eli the bus. I'm just going to call him Eli from now on. The words of this Eli portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Like, I was watching a video about how Menphilia's father was killed, and I still can't pronounce the motherfucker's name. Wait a year, it'll show up on Mog Station. Makes sense. Menphilia has a final favor to ask of you. Let us set aside the matter of this Ashen until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. By the way her father died was he was eaten by a gobel, if I remember correctly. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within it I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger J will fare better. Yeah, he's good with words, that one. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Well, Trident, this is the final favor before moving the Waking Sands over, I think. So far, I gotta tell you guys, I don't think the ARR hell that everybody's talking about has been that bad. I think the reason people... And again, I could be wrong because this is just like... I don't even know. We're probably like 5% into this. It's just... I think most people get frustrated with it because they just want to get on to Heaven's Word. And so it's like, they're like, I don't want this content. I want the next one. And that's why it becomes such a problem. That's why it has such a bad rep. Or I could be wrong. I don't know. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine the antecedents? Well, can I imagine the antecedents pain upon mine honor? I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. What? The main scenario blue? I'm sorry, Prozino, I disagree. I think it has a lot of filler, but the moments that were not filler, I thought were pretty fucking good. Rory, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urian J, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tatar will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you might wish to make use of our new Aetheryte and Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. Urian J wishes to speak with you about the royal return of the... Oh, this is the EX version, I would imagine. This is the EX dude, right? That's what this is. But guys, I'm really asking, that was the EX version, so we don't have to do that, right? Because we've already done the Moogle King. Welcome, Murray, welcome. This is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're going to like our new home. Well, what are you waiting for? Go in and have a look. Rising Stones. I've done the hard versions. You don't need to do the EX versions. Ah, the Rising Stones look way cooler. I like the windows. There's windows! It's not like a fucking cave anymore. Ida is basically schooling these people with fucking... What do you call these? They're not burpees. They are... Are they burpees? I forget the name of this exercise. She's like, I never skip leg day. And Hoary Boulder over here is like, what the fuck? Squats. That's what I was missing. Squats. And here's the solar. And another exit Revenant's Toll. There's two. No, there's only one exit. I thought there were two of them for some reason. Hey, we even have wine in this one. And again, I think we had wine in the other one too. Yeah, this one looks good. It's got some green on it. Not to mention it's got the more medieval look to it as opposed to the more deserty look to it. I like it. Minfilia. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Ruri. I would speak of El Eli. Pardon the intrusion, milady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. The caller you are trying to reach is unavailable. Please leave a message. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But those who lack the gift and knowledge... But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge, both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Eli. It is possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlikely to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ashen, perhaps? Or Auker, or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the Crystal of Darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dare to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ashen menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Eli spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Ruri. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray, return to your private affairs. With my blessing, should anything arise, you will be informed. Creel, where are you? Your intercession was not foretold. You object. We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. A realm awoken. Still waters, Menphilia has a new assignment for you. Truly there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amalgina's Sons of Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasionally discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals and only crystals were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Another primal. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as of yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in the service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenient. Rendezvous with Estoila when you arrive, and she and Tancred will have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Music is the exact same that we had in the Waking Sands. So now we change the message to pray, return to the Rising Stones. Ishtola. Where your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating what he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Speaking of which, I just reminded myself of something. Oof, very close. Very close. Let's go buy that promotion. I'm getting promoted. I'm gonna be an admiral. Just you wait. How many rank ups can I get with this? Do you need to do quests to rank up, or how does that work? Yoink. Storm Quartermaster. This is just gear. This is probably not the one. It's you, innit? Apply for a promotion. Must fill the following requirements. Confirm. Yeah! That's what's up, motherfucker. Rank me up again. Hit me again. Storm Private Second Class. Qualify for Storm Private Pro Class. Must verify the following requirements. Booyah! Storm Private First Class. I want to move on from Private, though. I want to become something better. Apply for promotion. Qualify for Storm Corporal. Boom! I'm a corporal. In the name of the Admiral Herald, I pondered on as Storm Corporal, may whoever serve the best interests of Limses Lomenza till the sea swallows all. Interestingly enough, till the sea swallows all really applies to real life right now. We're basically here until the sea swallows all, which will happen. When everybody's too busy saying climate change is a myth till the sea swallows all. Then you unlock a squad. What is a squad? Oh, I gotta do rank 1 in the log. AI team for what? Can you, like, do dungeons with them? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. People would just, like, play with their AI teams. You level and send on patrols when they hit 30 and 50, you can become a lieutenant. Wait, you can take your squad into a dungeon? Dude, every day. Just not story ones. You mean you can't complete story quests? You can run the story dungeons, just not complete story quests, I would assume. Okay, you need to have beat the dungeon first. Okay. We were in Horizon. Does that work on the expansions? It was added in Stormblood. Oh, okay. That's a cool feature. What a pleasure to see you again. Ishtola is said to expect your terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystal stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Never mind, that I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. Alas, my colleagues had no mounts with which to give chase. However, our scouts have reported seeing a cart of the same description bound for Eastern Thanalan. These could be our thieves, don't you think? Must inform Ishtola at once. It's not like Ishtola is right here. Foo-foo. Like, literally right here, bruh. Speeding carriage, that would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. Thancred is already afield with a unit of brass blades. I shall instruct him to take up position on the east of the Beastman's encampment. Pray join him there. Where am I going again? Oh, it's Eastern Thanalan. Camp Drybone. Camp Drybone. What you know about Camp Drybone? This game is still beautiful in my opinion, despite its age. Crystals in the distance look really good. Ah, Rory, for once it is you who is fashionably late. We seized the errant carriage and its excitable coachman not long ago. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of summness. The blades were calling it one of the greatest. Sadly not. The coachman had no hand in the crystal thefts, and judging by my survey of their encampment, neither did the Amalja. But let's discuss this in Ishtola's presence. See, this is when I start to see what the problem is with these quests. Like, go here. Go there, go here, go there. The story itself is good, but the quests themselves is what is the part that is lackluster. But the story is still good, Tread, and you're the one skipping everything. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amalja are innocent to this particular spate of times. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the store of crystals. Exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit, what I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives are profit, then why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urian J of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
Ooh.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Thancred just wants to get laid. She's a ninja.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
This was the introduction of the ninja class, wasn't it? Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. And what of the brass blades of the rose? Can you say for certain that none were involved? To be honest, I cannot. I have done my utmost to purge the corruption from our ranks since Captain Baldwin was brought to justice. My thanks again, Rory. But those who remain, well, let's just say that there are many whose wants exceed their wealth. I fear the presence of a traitor would go some way to explain how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long. It would be most unfortunate if your fears prove well-founded, Fufulupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security, the concerned decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concerned be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to us. Let us say a lone Makote miner traveling without escort so as to not attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. The concerned may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hamalea. Fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Ruri? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Oh, I almost forgot. Fufulupa was the guy who got the job after we beat the crap out of his dude. His ex-captain, right? This is the guy. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Weaklings. Oh, there's still more. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unarmed? A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves, all of them? Aye, and all with the same taste and facial tattoos, blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. Why is she mining? To Horizon, then. Fufulupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Did I miss something? Why was she mining over there? Was she pose? Oh, she was posing as a trap, right, for the thieves? Yeah. I am sleep deprived. I'm sorry. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I would very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. Ah, no, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of Blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. For the love of... And how did he manage to do that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, a Lomenzen born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray, keep me apprised of any developments.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Woohoo! I spawn in just over a month.
PJ Taylor 82, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. And Pneumothorax, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 5 months. You are correct. Iceborne in just over a month. Can't wait. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate support. He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? The stoic nod. What do we got, Thancred? Thancred has information on your next assignment. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, but where young Alphino awaits you, you're coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. I mean, we're pretty close to Vesper Bay, right? It's not even worth it to go back. Tortoruna. Whee! Is Alphino in the solar? No! Kagran is not strong enough to wield an axe. That's why he needs to wield a sword. Yeah, he's gonna tell you that it's a barbaric weapon, but in truth, he's just not strong enough to wield it. He's a weakling. I need a bio. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what he wants from the manservant. You are late. Alphino? It's not a good way to greet me. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? And Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldari, unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken. We will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the royal promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. I'm not so sure you will. I'm not your manservant. Keep calling me that. I'm not your manservant. Urkan, where are you at the game? I love the soundtrack. Vesper Bay. Dude, this is near the Waking Sands. Pneumothorax, that right there is Alphino. And, apparently he considers us his manservant. Despite the fact we've done all of these epic things, we're still just a manservant. Aethernet shard. Matters not how many times you ask, without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. She's an Aura. I gather your pleas fall upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope you will find me more to your liking. Alphanid Livelier at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ulda, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us. We shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Actually, I want to check out something real quick. Oh, it's not a hotbar element. Anyway, my stuff is up a little bit all over the place. I need to adjust this upper part. It's getting real bad. Let's put it like that. Look at these alliance lists. This is for some PvP stuff. It's probably going to be confusing as hell. Let's just put it in there. this one here. Let's put that there. I think I finally want to move this here. And hopefully that'll still be good. We'll see how we do with that. Quicksand was the Adventurers Guild here, right? It's been a while since we've been here. Also, how do I get rid of this friggin... It's a friggin' minion. Go away. I summoned that out of curiosity. Never summoned it away again. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy XIV. RMFX Deadly. Adventurers Guild. Do, 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 do. Were you rearranging your HUD? Yeah. You can rearrange this as much as you want. It's got a lot of potential. Oh yeah, the other thing that I wanted was to move the crossbar as well. I almost forgot about that. What was I spending my NP on the other day? So confused. Anyway. I actually don't want it smaller anymore. Because the other day I was struggling to actually see the cooldowns. I also don't want it as far as it's been. I want it further up, so we're going to move this back down here. I wish you could use the arrow keys to move stuff as well. That would be useful. Anyway, I want the oath gauge here. Let's try that.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
I was using my mouse.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Swept away by the might of the Empire.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Which means I have to perform menial tasks for our guests. If I may, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Don't even. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me, gentle sir. If you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Momodi, hook me up, baby. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Marie? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. And best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go and call Friduria Catherine at Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I set the ship to the Little Prince's order to the Wake in the Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters that should set them straight. Gotta go to the Sapphire Exchange. Sapphire Exchange. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, the Sapphire... I'm always trying to mount my chocobo. Ah, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. Nope. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect that you mark my words. Whatever. It's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mr. Modi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Why did we tell them this? Just send it to the Waking Sands. That's what she said. What the fuck did I just... No! Dude, that thing popped right in the middle of a quest! I will not speak for the children who ask me. Any man that can't earn his crust deserves to go hungry. How do I get rid of that? Bottom corner of the plant thing. Click and leave. Okay. Jesus, why is somebody just like... What in the fuck is this? It's crazy. What do people get for doing that mentor chat stuff? What do the mentors get? Okay, that's why they're doing it. Yeah, I bet their e-pin's real big. I bet it's real big. I bet it's humongous. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Ugiri it's all in hand. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less expected. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Ugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Ugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate, and I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us. Yes, good. You're... I mean, I'm just your manservant. It's not like you ever asked me anything. He's like, you're going to accompany us, yeah? Yeah, good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so palatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep, come. The Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. See you later, Tredian. Where was I going? Royal Promenade. I always forget where that stuff is. Reborn. A pleasure, Rory. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. See, there's all races in the Syndicate. They're not all potatoes.
I, Ugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
It isn't fair to
Or
the
not,
Alamegans.
They were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Lilac purple? Reborn would like to discuss, what is this, level 90? Like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things would be so incapable of seeing the value in people. But I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. Rauban. Rauban. You mean the exposition that we've had during the story, so that we have more... so that we have more context. Y'all got any more of that context? Screw that Lord Lolorito dude. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are the Limsa, Lomins, or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or maybe even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugira, have a proposal. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, then we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, milady. The life of your people, the life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you, and before that there remains the matter of how they may be safely borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there, Anon, Ruri. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Do, 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 do. Oh, I went to the wrong way. I just see 4 people attain level 19 in chat, all with fucked up names. That doesn't smell like a bot at all. at all. Does not smell like a bot at all. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey of revenants toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Momodi is the best, dude. She's fucking the best. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a small number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to ask, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. He's trying to smash. He's trying to get into Ugiri. Yeah. I can smell it on him. That little potato. He ain't messing around. And you in Revenant's Toll, my friend. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Ugiri. Let's pour our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? Mistress Momodi is quite right. There is much to be done, Ruri. I would like you to visit Gigion, the 77 caravan's representative in Scorpion Crossing, to ensure that everything goes according to plan. Yeah, I'll let them know. I'll let them know who's boss. Promises to keep. Hi, Ruri. Good stream yesterday. What are your thoughts on having after having played Fire Emblem yesterday? Isn't there too much social interaction stuff and micromanagement? I think that the micromanagement stuff is fine because I actually like min-maxing and doing all of that stuff. So like actually teaching each of the dudes and figuring out the stuff that I want them to do. That part I got used to real fast. But the explore the monastery bits, man, that's rough. There's so much there. There's just so much. And it's like, they tell you which quests are available to you, but even after you finish those quests, there's still so many interactions that you can do. And you're like, well, you don't have to do those. No, but there are some of those interactions will lead to characters liking you more or less. So if you don't do them, you're missing out. It always feels like you're missing out if you don't check every box when you do the exploration bits, which is extremely frustrating. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a little bit earlier today because I'm like about to fall over because I'm so sleepy. We were up real late last night, and then I had to drive my parents to the airport, and today I'm just way too sleepy. I'm gonna call the stream here. Thank you all very much. Tomorrow there will be more for sure, but today I need to get some more rest. I'm full on zombie mode, dude. Anyway, love you guys. Peace out. I'm gonna fall asleep right here on this chair. Not even move.